Welcome back to Transformers Cyberverse Season 3, Episode 17. It's the end of this four-parter, the conclusion to the Quintesson story arc. It's the end of the universe, Part 4. At the end of the last episode, Megatron died, so did Iaconus, and Starscream and the Quintesson-controlled Croton were making their way towards the Autobots and Decepticons to carry out final judgment. At the beginning of this episode, Windblade is woken up by our little bird buddy Laserbeak, and when she sees Croton stomping by, she says,
"He must be stopped."
Phew, I was worried she was going to say no matter the cost. That didn't work out so well for Optimus. When the Flyers are attacking Croton, it kinda reminds me of them fighting Unicron in Transformers the movie. In fact, I'm surprised at no point did they try and recreate that whole "Me Grimlock kick butt" scene. Maybe a Seeker could have flown Grimlock to Croton's butt. Also, weird that I'm yet again associating Croton with Unicron. Also, we get a really cool but short one-shot where the Alliance fights the Quintessons as the camera sweeps around them. But again, it's too short and I wish it were longer. Our little bird buddy Laserbeak also helps Windblade find a way into Croton. He's such a good boy. I hope Soundwave gives him an Energon cracker after this. I also love how it's Megatron who arrives just in time to save the day. Looking all badass with his double fusion cannon, big shoulder spike, gouges all over him, and seemingly missing an eye. Although there is still some light in there, so maybe it's just the lens that's damaged or something? But anyways, he looks really cool. And when he does his Decepticons attack callout, he becomes all glowy. I can't help but think it's like when they go Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball. Well, maybe not quite Super Saiyan because there's no color change or anything. Although they don't actually have any hair to change color, so maybe it is like Super Saiyan. Either way, it's pretty cool. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go with some super easy repaint color in the style of, say, the Autobot brothers from Robots in Disguise, or the Powerlinks upgrades in Armada. Hey, they could have sold more toys.
It looked like Thundercracker.
Silence, Thundercracker.
When Optimus, Bumblebee, Shadow Striker, and Soundwave also get powered up, we don't see any physical changes in them, at least not yet. And honestly, it's kind of underwhelming. It just feels like they flipped a switch on the Quintessons and set them from hard mode to easy. They don't really seem to be any stronger, other than Soundwave being more powerful than 8 other Soundwaves from other universes.
Soundwave superior. Soundwaves inferior.
Once again, paraphrasing his G1 self's famous line from Transformers the movie. I like how they kind of set up Windblade destroying the Quintesson's control over Croton previously when she used her sword to destroy Iaconus' psychic trap. Unfortunately, doing so splits her spark, which will of course be the arc for the next and final episodes of Cyberverse. It's cool that Astro Train is in the series now. Can't wait to see more of him. I'm guessing Megatron picked him up in another universe. Would love to see more of Megatron's adventures across the multiverse. I wonder what happened to his eye. That's probably a good story. Yeah, definitely not something super lame like tripping and falling in the mud. That would be dumb. It's also really cool that Megatron now actually has his own matrix of leadership. In the G1 cartoon, the Quintessons made up the idea of a Decepticon matrix of leadership. And now in Cyberverse, there actually is one. And ironically, it's used to defeat the Quintessons. Or at least Starscream and what's left of the Quintessons. And we end the episode with the Autobots and Decepticons dividing Cybertron in half. It's a shame that after all that cooperation and learning to work together, the Autobots and Decepticons don't get to live together peacefully. And Megatron saying that there may come a time when he asks Optimus and the Autobots for a favor felt very much like The Godfather.
There may come a time when I call in this debt, but for now these are the rules.
Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call upon you to do a service for me. But until that day, accept this justice as a gift on my daughter's wedding day.
Overall, a cool ending to the Quintesson story arc. I can't wait to see what happens next. Will the Autobots and Decepticons live peacefully, but separately? Knowing them and the fact that we still have 9 more episodes to go, probably not. We obviously have to go find the pieces of Windblade Spark as described in future episode summaries, and we still have more new bots to meet as seen in the trailer. You know, I just remembered, Wheeljack mentioned the Quintessons at the end of the last season. So how did the Transformers know about the Quintessons prior to their arrival? And how did they not prepare for this happening?
No idea if it's gonna work. I'm no Quintesson.
He seems to imply that it was the Quintessons who built the space bridges, not the Transformers themselves. So really, how did they know about the Quintessons before and not see this coming? Oh well, it's done with now. Let me know your thoughts on this episode and the whole Quintesson arc in general down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you back here soon for episode 18, Enemy Line. See you then.